evening. This is Jasmin Hajro from Zelhem in the Netherlands. So, how was your week? It's now Friday, it's weekend. Did you accomplish anything? Did you make the sales you wanted to make? Or were you just being busy? So a few years ago, maybe, I was reading this book on sales, and it said you should study your profession. You should invest at least 3% of your income back into yourself. So I applied the advice. I ordered some books on sales. And I was reading every day in sales, and I was working in door-to-door sales. And then after a while, I read this one book, and then well, it was different, and after reading the whole thing, I thought to myself, well, how the hell can I apply anything from this book? And then I looked up this guy that wrote the book, and I could nowhere find that he had experience in sales, in selling. And shortly after that, so the book went into the trash, right? So shortly after that, I saw that this guy is giving a masterclass on sales and persuasion, and I could not believe it, right? I understand that if you would like, if you did a course on sales, or you read a lot about it, that you maybe can write a book about it, but it would still be just all theory, right? And then I was like, how do you call it? Very much amazed by this sales masterclass. So I thought maybe it's a good idea if I give a masterclass myself, and then this one would be different from the other guys, because at that time I was already working 5.5 years in door-to-door selling, and I would talk from experience, and then it would be more helpful to people who are in sales, right? Unfortunately, at that time, I was still a bit struggling. Sometimes I would run out of money, and I haven't been able at that time to buy a new laptop. So I recorded my sales masterclass or sales class, if you will, at my old laptop, and then unfortunately after that the sound was terrible. So that's too bad. So it is on YouTube, by the way, but maybe I have to remove it and like redo it sometime uh, when uh, when I have the time. So I actually have some good news. I I have to look it up for you. Uh, all right. So on 24th January, I was selling this village Varsseveld, and I made 10 sales. I sold 10 packages of greeting cards. One package has 5 greeting cards and 5 envelopes in it, and it's €5. So I earned €50 in one day. And then on Friday, the 27th of January, I sold 16 packages of greeting cards. I found 16 customers. I made 16 sales in one day, and I earned €80 in one day. And then comes the really good news. On the 2nd of February, I found 20 customers, man, in one day. I made 20 sales, and I earned €100 in one day for the first time in my life. So hooray! That's really great, and I have within a short period of time I have doubled my sales, as you can see, from 10 to 16 to 20. I am now selling door to door for a bit more than 7 years. Uh, in those 7 years, I've read about 18 books on sales, which is a bit low. I wish I had read more, but I have also read other books like on marketing, on business, on copywriting, because those are all important skills in business. And to double my sales, I actually used just two strategies uh, that work very well. I had written about it in a book of mine, and I was very much inspired by the 10x Rule book by Grant Cardone. That was in April last year, and I had followed his advice, and I was doing more, and I was selling 7 days a week for almost 4 weeks in a row. And that was the month that I made my company viable and successful. Unfortunately, after that, I had severe back pains, and I couldn't work for 2 months. So that's reality for you, right? You think, well, thank heavens I finally made it, and then life comes around and slaps you in the face, and it's like two steps forward and one step backward, right? So, but what's that's just life. But what's really important is that you, when you get slapped uh, like that by life, is that you recover and that you get back at it as soon as you can. So. So being inspired by that book and having so many years in experience in door-to-door selling, I wrote a book on sales, and I called it the 100% Sales Rule. And the title is to imply focused work, right? So when you are selling, that you 100% focus on the selling. You focus on the prospects. You focus on the people. And well, after a while, I thought maybe that's maybe people don't understand what is meant by that, right? Maybe it's a little vague. So I've changed the title into How to Double Your Door-to-Door Sales, and in 1 month, and then guaranteed. And as you have seen or heard just a minute ago, that it really works, and that I have doubled my sales within a week. And I am, man, if I can do it, I have this mental disability that sometimes I hallucinate, and then I see people that don't exist, you know. Sometimes I'm working, I'm selling, I ring the doorbell and they open the door, and I'm like looking here and talking here because I think the person is standing there, right? And then the hallucinations dissolve, and then I see that the person is standing here 1 meter on the other side, right? So it gives stress. It's terrible, but what can you do, right? I have medications for the past 2 years, and they did make it better, but they did not cure it. So sometimes it happens again, right? And then when that situation occurs, what I described to you, then obviously the sale is not happening because it's weird to the people. There is absolutely no eye contact, and it's just weird, right? But what I mean to say by that is if I can double my sales within a week, having this mental disability that inhibits me, then you, being healthy, you can absolutely do it. I know it for sure. It's guaranteed that you can do it. So, if you want, you can go online and you can search for this book, How to Double Your Sales, or How to Double Your Door-to-Door Sales in 1 month, guaranteed, by Jasmin Hajro. And then you will have different options to choose from. You can get it as a ebook or as a paperback. I have self-published it with different kinds of covers and with different price points and slightly different descriptions, because well, I don't know which one will resonate well with the market, with the people, with the sales people that obviously need this book. So, and even today, I've made like a slightly different edition. I've just made a picture of my track sheet that I used, and on that I've written how to double your door-to-door sales, and then by Jasmin Hajro, and that will be the cover. To most everybody, it will look terrible, right? It will look unprofessional and terrible, but I think that for the salespeople among us, it will be very recognizable, because most of us use a track sheet. Well, maybe some of the salespeople have like how do you call it? They became modern, and they use a tablet to go door to door, and they don't use the old-fashioned track sheet like I still do. But they will recognize it for sure. It's even like a bad track sheet because at one point I'm also like the business owner of my company, and at one point I was also listening to this audio book by Brian Tracy, and I think it says something like you want to keep your expenses, to keep your costs as low as you can, and you want to at the same time have high sales and the highest profits that you can, right? So that you keep more net profit left after the expenses are paid, right? which makes a lot of sense. So I thought, well, this printing ink, right? It's like ridiculously expensive, like $20 for these, or $25 for these cartridges. So I thought, well, maybe I can use, instead of printing all kinds of stuff out and printing a little supply of track sheets, I could maybe just use pen and paper as a track sheet, right? Uh, it will work just as fine, and I save some money on the business expenses. So, but because of that, I think it's at that time it was a good business decision. But because of that, my track sheets also look not professional, right? So uh, let's get through them. uh, Here it is. You see that I have been selling in Varsenveld, and then you see the street, that is Straat, and then you see the whole track sheet, and these are all the addresses, the house numbers, right? And then I keep on going on the other side. And this one is when you see, I've checked off 16 times. That is that day that I made 16 sales. I was very happy with that. And let's see. So the last time that I went selling, I started because I had like made 3 laps at these addresses, right? You can see 3 times, and then there was nobody home, and it's when they don't want to buy, and the curl is when I made a sale. But I had already visited these addresses 3 times, so I just started here at number 24, and then I soon made 2 sales. Well, sometimes that happens, right? Sometimes when you just start and you visit like 10 houses, you find 2 customers, and sometimes it takes like 30 houses until you find a customer. It's always different. And I had three pieces of paper. So this is again the same street, Straat. And here I have written down the time, 11:45, because that was the second time in my sales career, if you will, that I started selling before noon, and that I made sales before noon. And here I just went on selling, right? And here I also went on, and here it was almost 1 o'clock, and then I had already made like 8 sales or so. So that was like pretty good. So, and I went and I visited all the other houses. And when I made 10 sales, I went to this I don't know if you call it a snack bar at where you are, where they sell the French fries. But they have one in Varsenveld, so I went there and ate some fries, and I had some coffee, and then after the break, I again started selling, and that was at the street Valkenhof, and I visited all those houses and a few here. At number 53, you see the curl. That's a sale, and here I drew like these boxes because my goal was to make 20 sales and to find 20 customers, and as you can see, I succeeded at that. So I was like how do you call it? Very euphoric. I was very happy because it was the first time in my life that I had earned €100 in just one day. Right? So I'm not gonna share with you what those two powerful strategies are that have helped me to double my income and double my sales and double my profits and my income in a week. Well, because I have a business and the business has products, and the intention is that people buy the products, and if you have really good products, they can help people to earn more money, to sell more, to double their income, right? So if you oh yeah, by the way, of all the 18 books on sales that I have read in the past 7 years, none of them has helped me so much as my own book on sales. I'm not saying that to brag or anything, you know. It's just me, Jasmin. I sell greeting cards and I sell books and I write books, and I have 5 cats and I love my family and so on. So, but really, I didn't realize that I had actually written like a sales Bible or something like that, right? Because the book is so powerful. So if you are in sales, I really encourage you to get this book. The ebook will be like $2 or something. I have published it with draft to digital, and then they will like distribute it to Barnes and Noble, and also to Scribd. So if you are like struggling, I know that you can get it there because it's just $2. If you would like to the paperback, well, the ebook also they have some empty pages in it. That is for you to take notes, like to write down your progress. So if you want to have it in paperback so that you can make the notes and track your progress. Then you can also get it like that, but it will just be at a different bookstore, like Amazon, for example. I hope I hope I hope that you are excited and that you can like honestly be happy for me. It is a great achievement for me, and I think I have earned it and I deserve it. I am I am selling for more than 7 years, man. The door-to-door selling, where people have those stickers. Salespeople are not welcome. Where people have the stickers, uh, uh, no commerce, so no salespeople. But yes, we do donate stuff like that. The reality where you have to self-discipline yourself to get ready to go out there and make calls, to ring doorbells on strangers that you've never seen and never met, and where you get an occasional door slam in your face without completely realizing why the fuck that happened, right? So that's all. If you are in sales, that's all too familiar and known to you how it is, and I really want to help you so that you can also experience high sales and that you can increase your income and double it. I understand that you are not a machine, so it will take you some time to form this habit to use this strategy or these two strategies every day that you are working. But if I can do it, then I know absolutely that you can do it. And you, because you are healthy, you will probably get there much faster than me, right? Okay, so thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel. There are some valuable videos and some valuable videos on the section of live that I went live and that I recorded myself. It's some good advice on healthy living. We all need our body to be healthy so that we can do the work, whether we are in sales or not. We all can use some saving and investing to become financially independent, right? So that's all a good value for you, and it's all free. You can thank me for it by saying something in the comments or by just subscribing to my channel. I would appreciate it. In the link in the description, I'm sorry, I'm getting a bit tired, right? So in the description below the video, I will add some links where you can buy the book, and I hope you do, and I hope that it will help you to really double and skyrocket your sales and to really double your income because of that, and that you are able to live much better in the in the future. All right. So thanks again, and until next time. Bye bye. I always get this at the end of the video. Then I say goodbye like I just did, and then I click on to end the stream, and then it pops up this thing like, do you really want to end the stream, right? And so I'm like looking a bit weird into the camera because I have to click it one more time. Okay, so, oh yeah, by the way, one time I was like selling door to door, and I rang the bell, and as the door opens, a fart leaves my ass, right? And so I was just standing there, uncomfortable because of that, and I had the feeling that they could smell it. It was a silent one, so that's a bit uncomfortable, and maybe to you a bit of a funny experience from real life. All right. So there have been happening a lot of good things recently, and I've written about it on my website, www.hajro.eu, and maybe you can check it out. And I hope that I hear from you. Okay, so now for real, uh, uh, thank you for watching, and until next time. Okay, bye bye.